So far, I've shown you examples of search results with fairly weak competition. Often the competition is much tougher for high-value keywords. Sometimes every result on the first page will have impressive scores for all the metrics. They'll have high page authority and domain authority scores, plenty of age, and a mass of social signals. What do you do when you see a page like that? If you've been following the keyword research process from these webinars, you should have a large collection of powerful keywords. If you find that one of your keywords is too competitive, it may be easier to choose one of the other options from your list. If all of your keywords are equally tough, then you shouldn't give up. It is possible to find your competitor's weaknesses and exploit them. A competitor with thousands of links and a high authority score can seem very intimidating. But high backlink counts are not everything. Usually, most of these links contribute a small fraction to the overall link juice. To really understand your competitor, you need to examine their SEO factors up close. You need to take a good look at the on-page and off-page factors and work out how you could beat them. Let's do a search with some tough results and then investigate the backlink profile for the tough competitors. We'll use the keyword WordPress theme development. At first glance, the results are quite intimidating. All of the results are from high authority domains. The first couple of results are from WordPress.org. Displacing these results would mean convincing Google that your site is even more relevant for WordPress themes than the official WordPress site. The third and sixth results are from Toots Plus, which is a popular IT training site. The fourth result is from Smashing Magazine. It's a very influential web development site with a huge following. The fifth result is from Treehouse, which is another well-established IT training site. Position 7 is a 6.5-hour video on YouTube. Although it only appears to have a couple of backlinks, it has a fairly high page authority score. This is quite an encouraging result to see on the page, although it is quite low in the results. Position 8 is a page from WordPress.com. Now, WordPress.com is a commercial hosting service offered by the WordPress Foundation. They're the same team that built the open source WordPress project, so it's a very authoritative site in the WordPress development world. Moving down to the 9th position, we see Udemy. Udemy is a relatively new site offering video training. Udemy courses are made by experts in the community. At position 10, we see a page from WP Explorer. WP Explorer is a site dedicated to WordPress with articles and lists of plugins and themes. As you can see, we're facing some well-established brands with a long track record, so the competition is tough. Sometimes a good solution is to post your content on one of the established sites that are already ranking in the results. In other words, sites that accept submissions from users or guest posts. That way your content benefits from the high domain authority. The presence of a YouTube video is quite promising in that regard. We could easily bump the result off the page with a video of our own. But it is a fairly high value video. It's 6.5 hours long. We'd have to create a lot of content to beat this one. Toots Plus and Udemy both accept submissions from experts in the community. So you could sidestep the issue by creating content and letting them sell it for you. The only issue here is that you would have to hand over a considerable portion of the income. Smashing Magazine publishes guest posts from recognized industry experts. So if you already had a good reputation as a web developer, you could probably get a guest post published on that site. But they are unlikely to accept content on a topic they've already covered well. We'll assume that we want to rank our own site for the sake of the example. What we'll have to do is find a weakness that we can beat. We'll take a deeper look at the backlink profile for the Toots Plus result. At face value, this looks like a tough page to displace. They have over 190 backlinks according to Ahrefs. Let's take a closer look at those backlinks in Moz's Open Site Explorer. The backlinks are sorted by their page authority. The links with the highest authority are shown first. These are the links that contribute the most link juice. Moz also provides a useful spam score metric that measures how many spammy tactics Moz discovered on the linking domain. We're looking for two things. Firstly, we want to know how many powerful links this site has, so we know how much work we'll have to do to beat it. Secondly, we're looking for signs of spammy link manipulation. That includes links from sites with a high spam score, article directories, profile links, spammy blog comments, and blog networks, or any of a million other types of unnatural backlinks that SEO spammers use. So let's go through the top backlinks and see what we can see. The first backlink comes from envato.com, which is a high authority site. Envato.com also owns tutesplus.com, so it makes sense they would link to it. Moving down, we see commandal.com. This site seems to be an Arabic domain. There are several backlinks from this site, and they're all on tag pages. Google tends to ignore the duplicate content from multiple tag pages, so this probably only counts as a single link in Google's algorithm. Let's take a quick look at one of these pages to see what kind of site it is. On this page, I see a mass of scraped content. It's full of formatting errors and HTML that is rendered as plain text. From the look of the site, it seems to be an automatically generated spam site. Let's visit the home page and see what the rest of the site is like. Okay, I can see a mass of links to wares and pirate software. This is definitely a black hat spam site. Let's ignore the rest of the results from this site. Moving down the list of backlinks, the next one comes from gorilla.ro. Clicking through to the results, we immediately see something fishy. The site looks unfinished, and the image has nothing to do with WordPress. The logo says logo. In other words, it's a generic template. Looking at the text on the page, I can see the content has been scraped from several sources, including TutesPlus. The link is part of the scraped content, so this is another spammy backlink. There are plenty of strange looking sites in this list that seem unrelated to WordPress development. Moving down the list, we reach a link from localmotors.ca. This link has a rather high spam score. And doesn't it seem strange that a site about local motors is linking to a WordPress tutorial? Let's click on the link and take a look. This layout looks familiar. In fact, it's clearly the work of the same people who brought us gorilla.ro. Spam! We could carry on like this, but I've already taken a look at the other backlinks. I can tell you that the rest of them are the same. Scraped content on spam sites. Let's take a moment to appreciate what the results are telling us. All of the high authority backlinks in Moz's database for TutesPlus result are spammy. They're the result of scraped content posted on autoblogs. Of course, the TutesPlus page does have some quality backlinks, but these links are from envato.com and other pages on the TutesPlus site. At first glance, the backlink profile looked very tough. With a little investigation, we've discovered that it's actually very weak. The ranking for this page on a well-established site is due to internal links and a high domain authority score. It's like a chair with one leg. The ranking is not stable without external links to bolster it. What's more, there are lots of backlinks from spammy pages, and most of them use the same highly optimized link text. So there's quite a real risk of an automated penalty unless the webmaster at TutesPlus disavows the links. In fact, they have probably already done this. In light of these revelations, the number 3 ranking could easily be displaced with a little persistence. Now remember to send us questions if you're having difficulty following any of these points. For now, let's move on.